Nikki Sixx cried. What was the last thing that made you shed a tear, Nikki?
Oh man, dude.
This is my Barbara Walters impersonation.
This is so bad. I don't cry. No. Actually,
you're a dad. You get sentimental.
I'll be honest with you. I told my daughter this morning that I cried this morning a little bit because I was just thinking about how close we were. Aww. And that's true. She's actually over there somewhere, right there.
Yeah.
Oh. She has half black hair, half blonde.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's about right.
Like
for a Sixx, yeah. Good Sixx, bad Sixx.
If you had to choose an art form, and you got your hand in everything, obviously writing, music, photography, fashion. If you could just go with one thing for the rest of where you are right now in your life, where would you go?
You mean like I'd have to leave the other ones behind?
Yeah, you get to choose one art form.
I would hate to give up music, but it would. I'd probably stay with radio.
Really?
Yeah, to be honest with you. Because I get to do everything there. I get to listen to music, I get to talk to authors, I get to talk to photographers, musicians, I get to just spend, it's the most creative environment, constantly coming in and going out. Mm-hmm. I'd hate to give up the other things though.
What was the hardest thing about writing this, This Is Gonna Hurt?
The hardest thing about that book was actually to edit it. It was probably about twice as long. And as a writer, without using a ghostwriter, I just kind of spewed all my thoughts and my feelings, and would sometimes, kind of go on a rampage about something. And then as you go back and read it, you realize you might have, said the same thing twice in different ways.
Right.
So that was the hardest thing, was to kind of cut out part of it. It's like losing things that you really love, and it took some help from the editor that came in for the book and really helped me to trim it down. And
with you guys playing in a few hours out here on the Strip, by the way, the coaster looks insane.
Isn't that insane?
Dude, can't wait to see it. I went back and reread this morning the section where you talked about the band in here, and you start out that section by saying you've never had any of the members over to your house.
Yeah.
Talk about that, what that means to you, what that, I don't know, I'm stumbling over the question, but basically, there's no secret that there's been strife at times with the band, and you're together for 30 years, like any relationship, there's going to be ups and downs, but how was that put in the book? Was there any issues with that?
First of all, part of the truth of the matter is, my girlfriend brought this up to me last night. We went to the Rainbow, which was, I haven't been there in 20 years.
Really?
I went there and we had dinner, and we hung out with DJ Ashva and guitar player through 6 a.m. We were talking about how fun it is to get out. And I'm a workaholic, and I'm constantly working and creating, and I don't get out, and I don't get out and do as much stuff as I used to. And I think that the point in the book was, no one's been to my house, but also I haven't been to any of their house because I'm so busy all the time. And I've got to spend more time with people that I love. And Mötley Crüe is closer than we've ever been, that I can remember right now. And it's not because it's a really great week for us, and we're playing on the Strip and celebrating the whole thing of Sunset Music Festival. It's actually the last 6 months the band has been closer than we've ever been, and I think it's part of growing up, and it helps when we're together. So we're kind of saying things like, we should spend more time together as a band, besides making music, besides that kind of stuff.
Well, it's just like probably with any coworker. I mean, you see each other in the office or in a band all the time, and you never really go out and do fun stuff.
Yeah.
You kind of lose track of what it's like to just be friends and get along. And,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the next project for Nikki? Is it going to be another book, more photography? Obviously, you have the
clothing line, Royal Underground. I have a book that I could probably finish in a very short amount of time that I want to do, that I would like to do just for fans, something that would be available only online. I have another book, a bigger project that's going to take about a year to finish, and then I have something that's sort of out there that I've been told I shouldn't do. It's not very safe as far as a book that I want to do, where I basically kind of an undercover type thing.
Okay.
And then there's the radio show, which is my life all the time. I want to work on a new Mötley Crüe record, and that's like really important in starting the songwriting process. So there's a lot going on.
So are you, after this tour, take a little break, and then Mötley going to get back to the studio early next year, or when do we expect?
We're going to probably, I'll start writing songs right now.
Okay.
Tommy's going out and doing a tour, a DJing tour, and that's going to take him into November. I know Mick's got a ton of riffs, I got a ton of ideas, Tommy's got ideas, and eventually we'll just kind of start getting together in a room and showing each other the ideas and see what happens. I actually, my idea for a record is, you know, we can't depend upon radio or anything else to sell records. So I think we should depend upon what really, you know, juices us. And for me right now, I would love to make an extremely heavy, non-commercial record, more like Shout at the Devil type of a record.
Okay.
And just kind of fuck it, just go for it and not worry about anything else, because I think we worry about like what's happening at radio. Do we fit into active rock? Are we alternative? Are we mainstream? Are we classic rock? Because I hear all this shit all the time from people, and I'm like, man, I don't know. It's like we're kind of everything. So why don't we just go make a record, not really get any input from anybody else, producers, anybody, and then just mix it and put it out. Maybe we give it away. I mean, I don't know. I just want to make music.
Yeah. Well, we love it. We love hearing it. Can't wait to see you out here.
It's gonna be fun. You know, we brought cannons that shoot blood.
I was going to ask you if there's any surprises, but
I'm very happy that Los Angeles is going to let us do that.
Should I put a hazmat suit on or what?
50 feet deep, 50 feet wide. So if you don't want to blood.
Fantastic.
In Los Angeles,
love it,
on
man.
Sunset Boulevard.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Nikki.
Thank you. Thank you.